Priyanshi Dalal, your host, extend a warm welcome to this workshop. But before getting on the board with the workshop, I want to inform you all that we have organized this event under ICC, that is Institutions Innovation Council, was established on 21st November 2018 at GIMS Vasantpur. Since inception of IIC by the Innovation Cell, MIC, as per norms and directives of Ministry of Education and Ministry of Human Resources Development, it is established to engage large number of faculty, students and staff in various innovation and entrepreneurship related activities such as hackathons, leadership talks, ideation, workshops, seminars in IPR, entrepreneurships and other competitive events to enhance the innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem in the institute. Now, I would like to introduce our esteemed professor, Dr. Manisha Tandon. She has received an MTech degree from the University of School of Information Technology, IBU, and MCA degree from Institute of Information Technology and Management, IITM, from IBU in 2011 and 2007 respectively. She has completed her PhD from Jagannath University in 2021. She has more than 16 years of experience in research and academics. She has been working with GIMS for last 14 years. She has established research paper in various journals of review, indexing and Scopus, ECD and UCG care, and also presented papers as national and international conferences. She is organizing and coordinating various activities as IIC Innovation Activity Coordinator for the Institute's Innovation Council in GIMS Vasantpur. She has also done her basics and advanced level of training for innovation ambassador by Ministry of Education. Today, Dr. Manisha will enlighten us on design thinking, critical thinking and innovation design. Let's express our gratitude for Dr. Manisha Tandon's presence and her valuable insight. Now, without any further delay, let's warmly welcome Dr. Manisha ma'am as she takes the stage.
Thank you. So basically, just like Priyanshi told us about that IIC is associated from the year 2018 in our institute. So basically, our objective is to aware the people about the entrepreneurship, startup, innovation, and the different IPR related activities. So design thinking is also a part of this particular thing, because we need to design something, we need to find out the problems and the solutions based on it. And even if we are to talk about IIC, that is a part of Ministry of Education. Before it was a part of MHRD. Then MHRD name was changed to Ministry of Education. So since inception, we are the part of the IIC there. And we conduct different kind of activities related to our seminars, workshops, competitions we are organizing on the IIC also there. So today I am going to tell you something about the design thinking, critical thinking there. So our topic is design thinking, critical thinking and the innovation design. So let us start. Like we are discussing about some topics related to the design thinking, like we should know what is the design thinking, how the critical thinking will be done, we will know the process of design thinking there, and innovation design we will also discuss there. So first of all, we should know what is a design thinking. As we know, like we need to design something, we need to identify the problems. So problem solving approach is called as your design thinking there. Problem solving, like we are having some kind of the problems and we need to find out the solution. So there is a technique, design thinking, we need to find out a process like how to solve a problem. So to find out the problem first and need to find out the solution of the same. So thinking of out of the box, that is actually called as your design thinking there. So design thinking is basically called as your structured process. We need to follow some process to find out the problem and to basically find out the solution of that problem. So there will be a structured process for solving any kind of problem there. This is called as your design thinking. So basically we have the different kind of the problems there. They can be complex also, and we can use different technologies. We need to follow some process to basically follow the design thinking there. So purpose is to facilitate innovative solution. If we have a problem, so we need to find out the innovative solutions based on it. So basically design thinking is a way that how the problem can come. We need to due to the surveys and observations, we have to find out the problem, and we need to find out the solution of that problem also based on some innovative things. And basically it is reduces the risk also. Like if we develop something and we are observing, we are finding out the different ways to solve our problem, so the risk will also be reduced. And we have to basically follow some approach to basically perform the design thinking there. So we need to emphasize, define, ideate and prototype. We need to develop a prototype, and we need to find out the test. We need to test the solution. So basically whatever the problem is there, we need to find out the solution and we need to test it also. Okay, so this approach we have to follow, that we'll discuss in further. So first of all, we need to see the definition of the design thinking there. Like design thinking is called as your human-centered approach or user-specific approach, we can call it also, and basically used to solve the problem there. So that's why we are using the design thinking approach there, and it is also called as your design methodology that provides a solution-based approach to solving the problems. So if we talk about hackathons are also there, firstly we need to see the problem there, and then we have to solve the solution, we need to find out the solution of those problems that come into in our daily life. So in that case, design thinking is the best way to solve any kind of the problem that are coming in our day-to-day life. So it is a process that builds people inspiration gained by looking and listening to them. So firstly we need to listen the problem, we need to look about the problem, and then we will go to the solution. Okay, so it is extremely useful in tackling complex problems that are ill-defined or unknown. We are having different kind of the problems there, but these problems are unknown. We are not knowing about the problems, and by understanding the human needs involved. So basically, if we go to any problem there, so we need to find out the human needs first there, like what the human thinks and how it is required by the human there. Reframing the problem in human-centric ways. So basically, we need to reframe our problems there according to the human way, creating the many ideas in brainstorming sessions. So basically, if we are having some problem, we need to find out the different ideas by performing the brainstorming sessions there and adopting a hands-on approach in prototyping and testing. So if we are having the ideas, so we can find out the best idea from the different problems there, and then we need to make a prototype of the same, and we have to test it first. So if we test it, we can have some errors also come. We need to remove them, and then we can go for the best solution in the market. Okay, so this is called as your design thinking there. Now, Herbert Simon is a person who actually designed this, the main problem is there, and he told that it is basically science of artificial has designed as a transformation of existing conditions into the preferred one. So basically we are having some conditions there, we are existing problems there, and according to the problem we need to find out the best solution from the same. So there is always link to an improved future. And unlike critical thinking, which is a process of analysis and associated with the breaking down down of ideas. So critical thinking is basically based on the judgment. Build your prototype and test your results to support the decision making. Basically, decision making is an approach like we are having some kind of the ideas there. We need to find out like which idea is the best. So we need to basically make a decision there. Okay. So sometimes we have the structured decisions, programmed decisions that we can call, and sometimes we have the unstructured decisions also. Like if we know that this is a problem and this is a solution, we already know about the thing, so this is structured way, the process we are following. Sometimes the problem can come that there is no solution and we need to find out it. So unstructured problems can also come. So basically, so testing is required at the end so that we can have the best idea. Best, like when we are having some idea there, so that should be best one. So in that case, we are having we need to find out the problem. What is our problem? What if and how we will solve it? What bounds are there? How it will work when you will go to the like main stage? So after that, how it will work? So we need to follow these steps there. So now see, like what are the advantages of using our design thinking process there? Better standard of life, because if we are having the solution of our problems, so the life standard will also be improved. Adapting technologies for consumption. Basically, we adopt the technologies and we will consume in our day-to-day life. Innovation and competitiveness, because if we are having an idea, that will be an innovative also, and it is based on the competition also, like we are having different companies, different competitions there, and if our idea is good, so we can compete it. And then improving processes and performances also, like if we follow the proper stages, proper process there, then the process will also be improved and the performance of our things will also be improved. And better strategies, like we are having proper strategies also there, and sustainability will also be there when we having the design thinking process. So possible risk of design thinking is that the research has primarily been done with the successful project. Sometimes we think that we can develop this, but it is also in our market, like it is the research is already done about the same. So research has primarily been done with our successful projects here. Diverse team can lead to the agreements there. Focus on the testing, everything could delay the decision making. Sometimes the testing takes out too much time for like if you want to launch something. So in that case, we need to follow the testing process also. And testing takes too much time. Because basically when we code something, so it takes a lot of time. So we get very less time for the testing. But testing also takes so much time for like any kind of the project. So if we follow the proper steps for the testing, so sometimes we are having the less time for the testing there. So in that case, if we follow the complete steps of the testing, so there can be a delay in our decision making also. Now, if we go to the design thinking there, so we need to perform the critical thinking also. Okay, design thinking, that is based on your processes. It is human-centric approach where we are having the problem and we need to find out the solution in a proper structured way. But if we go to the critical thinking, so critical thinking is basically need to analyze the problem and we need to make a judgment based on it. So in the design thinking, we are not doing any judgment, we are not doing any analyzing of the information. We are just checking which idea, we check the ideas here, we basically find out the best idea from it. Okay, but in the critical thinking, we basically check whether the idea is proper or not. Okay, so in that case, critical thinking is required. So critical thinking basically is based on your judgments on the problems, and we need to analyze the informations there. So it involves the evaluation of the sources. The sources we are taking, we need to evaluate them. So if we take idea from different places, different websites, newspaper, so we need to analyze it. We need to evaluate whether the source is good or not. Sometimes we take the idea, we take the solution of the problem, but the source is not appropriate. So the solution of that problem is also not appropriate in that case. Okay, sometimes the information is not correct. So solutions we are taking from that place is not okay. So in that case, the evaluation of the sources is also required, like data, facts, observations, phenomenon, and the research funding. So if we are like go to the research, so in that case, some of the research are good also, but some of the research are not good. The data they are taking is not good. They are not appropriate, they are not better. So in that case, the solution of that problem is not fine. So in that case, evaluation is also required. We need to evaluate the risk, we need to evaluate our problems, and we need to evaluate the solutions of those problems. And we need to see the solution that they are coming from which sources. So critical thinking is required in all the disciplines throughout all the stages of the research process. For example, like if you are to the design thinking, we just take our idea and we need to implement it and we need to find out the solution of the problem. But in the basically, if we go to the critical thinking, so basically it is appropriate for the research point of view. So if you go to the research something, so in that case critical thinking is better than the design thinking, because we have to judge the things, we need to evaluate the risk, we need to find out the solution, and we need to find out the better solution from the problems. And we have to evaluate it also. So let us see some examples, like if we are having some critical thinking there. Critical thinking can help you to identify the reliable sources of information that you can cite in your research paper. Like if we are having, if you create any paper, if you write any paper, if you are taking the research from different places, so in that case, if you cite them, so the citation is also very important, like from which place you are citing them. So reliable sources is required. It can also guide your research methods and inform your own arguments there. The methods you are taking for the research should also be appropriate, should also be good. Outside of the academia, critical thinking can help you to be aware of both your own biases and the assumptions. For example, manager analyzes the customer feedback form and uses the information to develop a customer service training session for the employee. So it means if we are actually knowing the problem, so we can find out the solution and we can aware the people about the same. So why critical thinking is required? That is our question. So critical thinking is important for the making the judgments and about the sources of information and forming your own argument. So next is the concept of the design innovation. So innovation design is a concept that involves creation and application of novel ideas, processes, and the solution. If we are having, like if we are having the stages, we have followed the process, and we are in the judgment, we have done the judgment, we have evaluated our processes. Now we have to create the ideas, we have to create the novel ideas here. So creation and the application of novel ideas will be performed in the design innovation. So design innovation is about the generating ideas that are humanly desirable, technologically feasible. Technological feasible means if we are using any kind of the like technology there, it should be feasible also, like it should be profitable, and it should be checked whether that it is feasible or not, financially viable also. Okay, because sometimes the technology can also be changed day to day. We have to see whether it will be like according to our risk or not. So design innovation addresses functionality, usability, and overall user experience is also required. Like users should be involved when we are creating any kind of the process. We are like solving any kind of the problem there. So user experience is also required and enhancing the user's journey. Okay, so now let us see some aspects of using the design innovation. So user-centric approach we have to follow. We need to find out the problems. We need to see which kind of the problem is this, which is based on the user. And user's requirement is also basically important there. So if we are creating any kind of the idea there, so it should be based on the user-centric there. So design innovation places a strong emphasis on understanding the user's needs, preferences, and experiences of the end user. Like in end users, when we find out the problem, so we have to find out the day-to-day problems of the users there. We need to see the experiences of the user based on these solutions. So by adopting a user-centric approach, designer can find out the solutions that resonate with and cater to the target audience. So according to the needs of the end user, we need to find out the target audience, and accordingly we can develop a solution. If we make any solution of any kind of the problem, that does not mean that it's based on the user's need. So it actually concentrates on the needs of the user first. So we need to find out the target audience. If you take any example of like the shopping websites are there, so if you see, they are using the AI approach also there. Like they think like what the users are actually thinking and what they are actually seeing about the like products and all. So in that case, if you see something, so they basically have an idea like what is the main thing of the user. So if you click on any apps there, like if you click on the Insta, if you go to the Facebook, so they show you your recent searches there. Okay, so we need to find out the target audience, what the user thinks, what are the taste or what are the user's observations there. So problem solving, next approach we are having, like design innovation is about your solving problems. It involves identifying challenges, gaps, opportunities, and the developing creative and the effective solution. So we are having the problem solving approach. Like if we find out the problem there, we need to find out the gaps. We need to see the challenges, which kind of the problem is there. We need to we need to develop the solutions there, and we need to create them, and effective solutions will come accordingly. Iterative process. We know about the iterative process. Can you think about what is the iterative process? What is the iterative process?
Repetitive process.
Yes, repetitive things we need to follow. So we need to follow a particular process to solve anything. So iterative process of prototyping, testing, and refining ideas. Solutions that is based on the needs of these users. So if we develop something, we need to find out the needs of the user there, and we need to make innovative solutions based on it. Improve collaboration among the team members there. Okay, and because if we develop something, we should have a team, and according to the team we can analyze the things also there. So collaboration will also be improved. The risk will be less there. So lower risk will be there, and the cost of the failure will also be reduced. Okay, so accordingly we are like coming to the end of this.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights. I would like to thank you for such an informative session. Finally, thank you to the audience for being such a great listeners. Thank you so much to everyone.